Hello, MapleLMS and Carahsoft Technology would like to welcome you to our webinar, Scaling Workforce Training Across Agencies with AI-Powered LMS. To tell you a little bit about Carahsoft, we are the trusted government IT solutions provider supporting federal, state, local government, education, healthcare, and private sector industries. We connect our customers across the US and Canada with thousands of technology vendors, resellers, systems integrators, and managed service providers to deliver a comprehensive range of solutions and services to meet organizations' needs. Carahsoft, in conjunction with our vendor partners, is pleased to host and sponsor thousands of educational and informational events each year. Carahsoft holds a wide variety of schedules, contracts, purchasing agreements that streamline and simplify the IT procurement process. I will now pass it off to Joe to begin our webinar.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Lucy. And good day and a warm welcome to everyone. I really appreciate you all taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us today for this briefing on scaling workforce training across agencies with MapleLMS. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today. So as Lucy mentioned, I'm Joe Stern, and for over a decade, I've dedicated my career in IT to helping public sector agencies like yours simplify their training workflows. Also joining me here today are two of my colleagues who bring incredible depth to our mission. First, we have Pramil Verma, our COO, who has spent 20 years helping federal and enterprise organizations modernize their workforce training. We also have Shubham Sarvesh, our product consultant, and he's also extremely knowledgeable with MapleLMS, and he'll be showing you a demo here later today. So together, we're here to show you how a secure AI-powered system can transform your agency's efficiency. And our goal is straightforward. We would want to show you how a modernized, secure, and highly scalable learning management system can transform your agency's workforce, drive efficiency, and ensure rigorous compliance. To begin, I want to highlight the foundation of our public sector offering, which is our strategic alliance with Carahsoft. We understand that for government agencies, procurement and security are just as critical as the technology itself. And through this partnership, MapleLMS is delivered as a truly government-ready solution. We're SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, built from the ground up for the security demands of modern agencies. Moreover, our alignment with Carahsoft streamlines your procurement process significantly, giving you fast-track access via the Carahsoft GSA schedule. And beyond procurement, our platform is designed for deep integration. We connect seamlessly with over 100 third-party tools, including your existing ERP, CRM, and HRMS solutions. With over a decade of experience serving state, local, and private organizations across the US, we provide a unified learning ecosystem that is proven, secure, and ready to deploy. So, let's talk about the reality on the ground here. We speak with public sector leaders every day, and we consistently hear about several major hurdles in learning and development. And there's really four specific ones that we hear the most about. And the first is complex hierarchies. So we understand that agencies are battling fragmented departments, legacy infrastructure, and multiple disconnected systems that make standardized training a nightmare. Also, compliance complexity. So managing recurring certifications and adapting to frequent policy updates takes up an enormous amount of administrative time, and measuring whether that training is actually effective is often an afterthought. There's also poor engagement. So we see low and delayed course completion rates across the board. And without personalized learning paths, upskilling employees becomes incredibly difficult. And last, legacy data gaps. So Finally, legacy systems offer limited analytics. So relying on manual reporting when handling sensitive public data is no longer sustainable or secure. But so how do we solve these systematic issues? MapleLMS is engineered specifically to address these exact pain points. So to solve fragmentation, we offer a single centralized LMS that supports regional and department level microsites. This allows you to scale across agencies while maintaining strict role-based access. And to boost engagement, we utilize LMS optimization tools, including automated reminders and AI-driven learning paths that match training to specific job roles, alongside gamified assessments to close skill gaps. And for handling compliance, we automate the entire life cycle of continuing education. Automated recertification triggers ensure you are 100% compliance ready for government audits and with zero manual intervention required. And for closing data gaps, we provide secure real-time analytics. And by centralizing fragmented data into one protected system, we ensure that your sensitive public records are handled efficiently and compliantly. And when you're evaluating a partner for the long term, you need a platform built on solid pillars. So why would you choose Maple LMS? So first and foremost, security. So we're ISO certified and SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, backed by robust cloud-based security standards, and we're hosted on the AWS infrastructure. Second is scalability. So we guarantee 99.5% uptime, and whether your personnel are in the office using modern web browsers or if they're in the field using our native offline iOS and Android apps, the system scales as you grow. Third is our AI-powered engine. So we are reducing administrative workloads through AI-generated courses, quizzes, and a dedicated AI help assistant backed by predictive analytics. Lastly, we offer unparalleled customization through white label branding, and centralized training environments capable of delivering and tracking the most rigorous compliance and certification programs. And we know that no system operates in a vacuum. A new LMS shouldn't create new data silos, it should break them down. So MapleLMS integrates seamlessly with over 100 leading enterprise applications. And using our open APIs, we connect effortlessly with your existing HR systems, identity providers, CRMs, and other communication tools. This ensures that user provisioning, data syncing, and reporting flows smoothly across your entire digital infrastructure, minimizing IT overhead and maximizing your current software investments. And ultimately, this transformation is about measurable impact. And here's what MapleLMS delivers to government agencies. So there's cost reduction. So agencies see up to a 40% reduction in training cost by cutting classroom, travel, and administrative overhead through scalable digital delivery. There's also rapid onboarding. So we reduce time to productivity for new hires by up to 50% using automated induction journeys. Also, through our support and partnership, you'll receive 24/7 technical support for all staff and admins at no additional cost, along with a dedicated customer success manager to ensure project health. And then lastly, our infrastructure. We provide unlimited and secure data storage on US-based AWS cloud infrastructure. So, in short, you gain a trusted partner with proven experience across the public sector. And I'll now turn it over to my colleague Shubham Sarvesh for a demo so you can see Maple LMS in action. So over to you, Shubham.
Thanks, Joe. And hi, everybody. Let me just start sharing my screen. And let me also just switch off the camera to save some bandwidth and start sharing my screen. Now, when we look at the public sector today, one of the biggest priorities is not just delivering services efficiently, but also ensuring that employees remain engaged, continuously skilled, and aligned with evolving expectations and compliance requirements. Now, MapleLMS supports these objectives through engagement-driven learning experiences, structured skill development frameworks, and intelligent gap analysis capabilities tailored specifically for public sector environments. Now, before we dive into the platform, this could be a public-facing catalog where organizations can list down the courses, maybe certain webinars that they wish to advertise on this landing page. And from here, we can enable a seamless login page, which could be completely configurable, and a white label solution could be offered to the learners. Now from here, let's say once I log in into the system, as a learner, I get to see a detailed dashboard, a personalized dashboard for me, which can be completely configurable. So I can go into the edit mode, maybe change the widgets, or maybe enable or disable the widgets that I see on my view. I can change the position of these widgets. So a completely configurable dashboard from the end learner's perspective as well. And a very user-friendly interface with a neat and clean blocks divided into useful widgets. Now, first, I can see an analytic widgets block, which would essentially show me all the courses that I'm currently enrolled into, courses that I'm actively enrolled, completed, or maybe in progress. Now, in a single view, learners can see their learning journey on the LMS. Similar to this, I have a course overview block, which shows me all the courses that I'm currently enrolled into, my progress within each of these courses, activities that I've completed or not yet started. I can get a quick overview of all those course components. But then apart from these widgets, we also have upcoming events that would show the learners if there are any upcoming sessions, any assessments that are due, any assignments that are coming up. Now, this event block would essentially help the employees prioritize their tasks and complete the due activities before time. They can seamlessly integrate this particular calendar with their personal or professional calendars, so all the due dates and any personal events would not be missed. Now, to ensure that employees are continuing the education on the platform, we also have an interesting functionality called as recommended courses. Now, based on a particular learner's past engagement in the courses, or based on their profile interest that they have shown, LMS can keep recommending them certain new courses. And if there are maybe certain relevant courses available, they can automatically get notified that a similar course is being available on the LMS, and they could get enrolled into those courses as well. Now, this is an interesting feature wherein you can allow the learners to enroll themselves into the courses that are very much relevant to their particular job role. Or maybe if they have completed certain courses similar to those courses, they can get themselves enrolled into their interesting fields. But similar to this, we also have a functionality called as learning path, wherein the system analyzes each employee's job role, their past completions to auto-assign a personalized training path. So no more one-size-fits-all mandatory courses. The AI doesn't just recommend courses, it builds a path based on where the person actually is and where their role requires them to be. So they can sequentially complete the structured learning path that we have assigned them to. And at the end, you can award them certificate of completion or maybe multiple gamification modules such as badges or credits that could be associated to any particular activity or a particular course. Now, let me also talk about certain course components that could be added inside MapleLMS. Now, a question that usually comes to us is, how do we get people complete the training? Now, this is a question that I'm sure many public sector manager has. And as the answer, MapleLMS offers gamification modules across the system, as well as in the course to enhance engagement, which in turn increases the completion rate and the engagement among the learners. Now, first and foremost, each course can have their own dedicated summary, a particular image, and certain information about the instructors. And each course can have a dedicated participant forum, which in turn enhances the engagement among the learners. So as an employee, I can go on to start a complete new discussion thread or engage among the ongoing threads inside a particular course. Now, apart from discussion forums, we also have a concept of badges that could be applied on a particular activity or to a course. Credit points is something that is supported. But on top of that, we also have a concept of leaderboard that could be created on each and every course that we are creating. Now, all these activities or course content that we see could be associated with certain points. And once as a learner, I accumulate those points, I can get leveled up in this leaderboard. I can also see my ranking within the leaderboard. Now, this is again a great way to enhance engagement inside a course among the learners. And we see completion rates jump significantly when gamification is switched on. People actually look forward to learning, which will in turn increase the completion rate among the employees across departments and regions. Now, I'm going to quickly show you the course content that could be included inside a course. And for that first example that I have here is an example of interactive video. And by interactive, I mean, let's say if you have any publicly available video or any MP4 file, instead of supplying that plain content to the learners, we can layer certain questions on top of those content. Ensuring, now let's say once as a learner, I start watching this video, reach up to this timestamp where we've added interaction. The questions can automatically pop up, videos can get paused, and learners can go on to interact with that specific question. Let me just reshare. I'm sorry about that. Now here, questions can appear. And the best part is this supports conditional branching. Now here, let's say if I go with a particular right answer choice, I can continue watching the video. Or else if I go with the wrong answer choice, I can ask the learner to go back to a particular timestamp, asking them to rewatch the entire section. Now this ensures that the learners are actively watching the video and not just passively going through it. And with that, apart from a particular video, interactive video, we have around 45 such templates available using which you could create a whole gamified learning experience for the learners. Now, similar to the interactive video, we can create a course presentation, something like this, wherein after each slide, we can add interactions on top of those slides. Around 45 such templates are available using which we could create a whole gamified learning experiences. Now, similar to a course presentation, we can create a whole crossword inside the system, or maybe flashcards or dialog cards are also something that is very well supported within the system. Now, if I just go back to the course page here, each course content that is residing inside the LMS can be restricted based on certain parameters. Now here, if I see this certificate of completion is restricted, not available to the learners unless they have completed the previous activity or unless they have submitted the feedback survey. So those sort of nested restriction could also be applied to a particular course. Now, talking about different content type that is supported, SCORM package is something that could be directly uploaded as a learning content for the learners. Learners can simply go on to start a particular SCORM package or maybe interact with different interactions that are part of this particular package. And a detailed reporting, of course, comes along with the submission that the learners have made. Some of the other activities, something like a PDF is very well supported. You can create an assignment within the system. And MapleLMS supports blended learning experience, meaning apart from the self-paced activities, you can also create a live session or an in-person training session within the system. We'll talk about in detail about how deeply integrated solution we have with your preferred conferencing tool. But here I can directly go on to join the meeting without the need of switching platforms multiple times. And similarly, I can go on to mark my attendance or mark my presence for the offline session that we have conducted. So we can create a whole blended learning experiences. And once we have completed all these self-paced activities and the live and virtual session, we can also create a whole assessment maybe if we want to assess them on certain parameters, wherein we have a detailed quiz module supported, which comes with around 16 different question types. Now here, this supports bulk uploading. So you could either bulk upload all the questions to a question bank and automatically create these assessments. This also supports multimedia, so you can add images or videos as part of the questions, and multiple AI-based content creation is also supported. So it's a private AI functionality that we have with MapleLMS. Using AI, if there are certain course content already available, you can utilize the AI question generator to create these assessments for you automatically. Now, once a learner submits this would take them to a detailed feedback page wherein they can see the time that it took to complete this assessment, the grade that they got out of it, and a detailed feedback around the right or the wrong answer choice. But similar to this, we can also create a feedback survey in the system, which is widely utilized to gather in general feedback from the learners. And this module again comes with around 10 different question types. So you can have a radio button, you can have a rating question type, or maybe just open-ended feedback. And at the end, once I complete all those activities sequentially, I can unlock my certificate of completion, which could be completely configurable. So your learners can download the certificate from here, but you can add your own logo, your own signatures, your own badges, and learners can also share the certificate to the LinkedIn profile if needed. But from here, if I just go back to the dashboard and to a particular user's profile, we have given the feasibility for you and your learners to have access to a detailed transcript as well. Now here in the profile section, learners can go to the achievements, see all the badges that they received, the certificates till now, and similarly all the courses that they were part of, all the credits that they received, all the online sessions that they were part of. And just wanted to highlight that MapleLMS also has a native content, a native mobile application that the learners can download. And this enables offline learning capability for the learners as well. So even if they don't have access to the internet or low bandwidth, and if they have previously synced a particular course in their mobile application, they can still have access to the learning content. And once they have internet back, their learning progress can get synced with their user progress. Now, from here, I'll quickly switch over to the admin's view to talk about how the reminders are automated in the system. And to show you that, let's say if I go into the email templates, around 50 plus email templates are available. So automated multi-channel nudges coming through emails as well as in-app notification. So maybe if the learners are maybe lagging behind on certain courses or activities, first they would get notified through in-app notifications, and they would also get notified through emails. Now, this significantly reduces the drop-off among the learners without any manual chasing by the admins. You also get to see an increase in the employees' course completion rate, since they will be getting constant notifications about all the deadlines. Now, along with the learners, you can also loop in their managers or maybe their department supervisors so that they would also get notified and no deadlines are missed. As an admin, you can at any point of time edit these templates, maybe change the frequency of the notifications that are going out. You can utilize all these metadata that are going out, add your own signature, and alter the frequency of these notifications going out as well. So your L&D team gets a map of every skill gap across the organization, even before the auditor asks for it. Now, at this point of time, I also wanted to highlight that MapleLMS supports give you a 24/7 support. There's an inbuilt ticketing system available that the learners can create anonymously or with using their name as well. Now, once they create these support tickets as a learner, as an admin, you would get notified that a support ticket has been created, and you'll be able to view the description. You can reply to those tickets or maybe view the status of those particular ticket. But at any point of time, as an admin, you can escalate it to MapleLMS support so that MapleLMS support team can come into picture and get this resolved. So this is apart from the admin support that you get from the technical support team. But for your end learners, we get them covered by having an inbuilt ticketing system within the platform. Now, Training in the public sector often involves complex hierarchy, distributed teams, multiple departments, and strict compliance requirement. And to support those needs, MapleLMS offers a centralized system with regional microsites and role-based access. Now, for instance, if I switch over to a specific microsite, I can see a different logo, a different look and feel, and that particular company specific data would be visible to me. So the main use case of a microsite could be to segregate your users, their data, and if needed, the content around them as well. So a single LMS can serve an entire government body while feeling local to each department or maybe region. Multiple microsites could be created within a specific department, and each microsite can have their own department manager to manage the department specific users and courses. Now, for all departments which are managed from a one central admin panel, no more siloed systems for or maybe duplicate content. Each region or department gets its own branded portal, custom logo, language, and course catalog. And since we're talking about language, Maple also supports multiple language. Around 28 standard languages are supported. As a learner, once I select my particular language, all the navigation menu and the menu items can automatically be translated to the preferred language that I've selected. Now, we also support role-based access control, ensuring that a frontline officer and a department head log into the same system, but see completely different menus, content, and data. So granular permission can be tied to grade, role, or maybe on a clearance level. And just for a moment, if I go over to the roles, around 15 plus predefined roles are already available. So maybe if you want a department manager to manage their particular department, you can assign that department manager role to them. Or maybe someone who should have access to only the reporting capabilities, you can certainly utilize all these predefined roles that are available in the system. But at any point of time, we also support creating a new custom role. Maybe if you want certain limited permissions to have access to any group of users, you can create a custom role and assign them that role as well. Now, you can think of this as one engine running multiple different dashboards. Each department sees only what's relevant to them, and there's no need to maintain separate LMS's instance for different regions. One update propagates across the board, and role-based access also means that sensitive training data for one department is never visible to another. You also get to see a clean separation by design. Now, for the compliance and recertification management, as Joe mentioned, we understand that there might be compliance courses that each department needs to recertify themselves to. And to support that exact need, we have a detailed recertification workflow. And let's say if I go inside any specific course and go into the recertification workflow. Now, the recertification workflow in the system allows for any compliance course that you want the employees to recertify into to be launched automatically based on certain expiry dates. So once I enable the recompletion, I can mention the recompletion period. Maybe if you want the employees to recertify into certain courses after 6 months, or maybe after a year, you can add that recompletion period, and they would automatically get notified, and multiple notifications and reminders could be enabled to them so that they don't miss out on recompletion courses as well. Now, the system handles the recertification lifecycle without any admin intervention. This ensures that all employees are recertified on time and checked for the audit reports as well. And since we're talking about audit reports, as an admin, I can go into any of the particular user profile and see all the courses that they've completed or recompleted. Any user profile, if I click on this, I can see all the courses, all the achievements that this user has achieved, all the courses, and around 50 plus predefined reports that are readily available for you as an admin. Now, let's say for a specific department microsite that I've created, the department managers can see all the employees that are residing in that department. their email address, the user creation date, the last access. And if I click on any of the specific user profile, I can see a detailed list of courses that this user is enrolled into, their progress within each of these courses, the date they started, the date they completed, the grade that they got out of it, or the certificate that they received. And all these reports that you see can be downloaded into multiple formats if needed. And not just predefined reports that you see here, we also have a dedicated reports and analytic dashboard. Now, this definitely means that every completion, score, and certificate carries a timestamp record. Any auditor can pull the full history of any employee at any time. And this particular dashboard that we're seeing as an admin, I can have a view of all the active users, their course enrollment, and the course completion rate. Maybe I want to filter out the completion rate on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, or maybe on a custom date based range. LMS can show me that completion rate and the detailed report around that. I can select any specific compliance course or course that I want to see the progress of the users. I can just select those courses and see the segregation of users. But most importantly, I can download these reports into multiple formats. And interestingly, I can also email schedule these reports. So maybe if there are any stakeholders or department managers that need to see this report on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, instead of logging into the LMS each time, I can just email schedule these reports so that these reports can get into their inbox seamlessly. Now, I can also see the popular courses based on the enrollments that a course has been seeing. LMS can rank those courses for you. And I can also see the real-time users. I can track the site access information. So at this point of time, or at what point of time the system saw maximum engagement from the learners, we can track that as well. I can see the daily activities. As an admin, I can track how many employees logged in, how many instructors were logged in, and the completion and registrations that happen on the system on any particular day. But most importantly, we have given the feasibility for you to create your own custom reports, wherein maybe if you wish to see the data on any specific departments, or maybe the cohorts that you've created, you can select a specific department, select the course upon which you want to see the progress of these users. And maybe from the user field, I need their name, their email, or maybe the first name. Similarly, all the important fields that I require in my report from the course field, I can just select those, and LMS is capable of generating a real-time report for me right then and there. Now, of course, admins using these multiple predefined reports and the dashboard, admins can pull a live compliance report showing exactly who is certified, who is overdue, and what is in progress. And the built-in analytics surfaces the skill gaps, tracks the completion, and measure L&D return on investment, enabling the leadership team to make data-driven decisions. Now, this also ensures that there is zero manual intervention, either in the recertification cycle or for a specific course completion cycle. The system tracks it, triggers it, and documents it. When the auditor walks in, all you need to do is open one screen and hand them the report. Now, from here, I quickly wanted to touch upon the integration capability with your preferred web conferencing tool. And to highlight, MapleLMS provides complementary integration with Zoom, MS Teams, or GoToWebinar that allows you to create blended learning experiences for your employees. Now, for instance, let's say this is a self-paced activity and I want to create an online session similar to what I've conducted previously. All I need to do is go into the editing mode, and that would enable me to add or edit certain topics that are already available, but I can also go on to add certain activity or resources within this course. Now, once I click on this, these are, by the way, all the different activities that could be included within a course. Now I can add an assignment, I can add a credit activity, I can add a forum, and similarly, I get to see online training sessions such as MS Teams or Zoom meeting as well. Now, once I click on, let's say I want to create a Zoom training session, I can just name this, let's say, live training session on maybe compliance. So the point is, without leaving the platform or switching platforms multiple times, LMS to your conferencing tool to back to the LMS, you can create, manage, host all those sessions from within MapleLMS platform. Now, let's say I give this topic a name. I can select the host from here, the date and time, when do I need to schedule this session, the duration of the session, and maybe if I want to create a recurring meeting session, I can select the frequency and that recurring meeting could be created. I can also launch it as a webinar. Once I enable this, webinar controls would be unlocked for me. But most important part that we have solved with this integration is that the session that we've hosted just now can be automatically recorded and uploaded back to the course. Learners now can automatically get notified that the session has been uploaded back so that they can review or view the session if they have missed on at any point of time. And most important challenge along with this that we have solved is that you cannot track the attendance for the online session as well. So for instance, if it's a 1 hour long session, I can layer an engagement criteria of, let's say, 50%. So unless the learners are present for 50% of the entire duration, LMS can mark them present or absent automatically. Now we'll see some similar security in media settings as we see in Zoom. And from here, if I just click on save and display, I'll see that this session has been created. And as an admin or as an instructor, I'll see option to start the meeting. Similarly, learners would see the option to join the meeting as well. But then this is just the first part of the integration. The second part comes with a detailed reporting around this as well. Now, for instance, if I go back to my reporting section, there's a detailed Zoom attendance report as well, which would show me the detailed session report. Now, first I can filter out the session based on a particular course profile or a date-based range. And once I have that session, I can first of all see the attendance around that. And once I click on the session link, I can see, first of all, the recorded version which was uploaded back to this course. There we go. And the session report. Now here, as an admin, I can see a list of attendees who attended the session and the employees or learners who did not attend the session. Now, once I click on this number, I can see list of all the learners who did not attend. I can maybe send them a notification or maybe even extract the data or report from here. So this would be the entire integration scope with your preferred conferencing tool. But then as an admin, we also have the feasibility of an announcement that could be created. Now, this is interesting from an admin's point of view, wherein maybe if you have multiple departments or multiple region-wise microsites created, you can create the announcement on multiple levels. Now, first, if I go on to create an announcement, I'll see multiple options. I can give this announcement a subject. Let's say new session coming up. Now, interestingly, either I can create this announcement on a site-wide level so that all the learners across all the microsites can see this announcement that I'm creating. It could also be a course-specific announcement. So I can select any specific course, and inside that course, I can create the announcement, or I could just create a company or a department-specific announcement as well. So I can select the microsite or the department, or maybe the region-specific microsite that I've created, and create a region-specific announcement if needed as well. Now from here, I can go on to utilize, or even for the description, as I mentioned, Maple supports multiple AI-based content creation capabilities. You can also utilize the AI to describe or create the content around the description. And I can also upload a particular reference file, maybe any PDFs that you want to attach as part of the announcement, you can do that. And a role-specific announcement could also be created. Now from here, once I submit this, I can see the announcement has been created. And once a learner logs in, they would be able to see the announcement that we've just got created. Now, just to summarize this was a high level overview that I wanted to touch upon today, but a single dashboard, a one centralized LMS with a single dashboard for all the training data, no toggling between systems or consolidating reports manually, and automated compliance tracking, expiry reminders, and audit-ready reporting, which run automatically. This certainly reduces the administrative overhead with zero manual intervention. And you can get a centralized content library to ensure every employee across every region trains to the same standard with no gaps. So you get one secure platform, every employee trained, every audit passed with near to zero manual intervention. That is what MapleLMS delivers for the public sector. And from here, you might have heard me talking about the AI capabilities, private AI capability that we have. And within the system, we have that AI manager wherein I can select whether any organization, if they're utilizing any OpenAI, we can seamlessly integrate with that OpenAI system so that they can utilize the pre-trained AI agents. Or we have a Maple private AI also available that could be utilized to create content or to utilize the admin support that we have within the system. So for the admins, we have the support system, AI-based support system also available. I can ask questions and AI can generate the responses based on what I've just asked them. So this is a private AI concept that we have recently come up with. And to talk about this private AI in detail, we have Pramil here with us. And I'll just hand it over to Pramil to take a few minutes to talk about the private AI concept that we have in the system.
Thank you, Sharvesh. And I think it's good to see some features you were talking about, but quickly, I would like to share more about the private AI and the AI features that we are having. Obviously, um, if I'll talk about private AI, um, it's a more compared with the gated society where you have the security system set it up in a way that everything is happening within the gated society. So that's how the private AI concept is, where all the AI features that is developed using MapleLMS comes with the private AI. So your data, your um, all the learning progress, everything will be within your area only. So if I talk about quickly uh, with the private AI, obviously it is a secure area where you have your data kept with you and you will be using the data, and the AI will be utilizing different learning and training using your data, but that will be within your area only. So it means that any kind of your contents of your users or your progress, everything will be within your area. That will be your agent, AI agent that will be learning about your users. Now, on top of it, you can have the option to create a lot of policies and the regulatories within it, so that people will be within those gated area only, and that's how you can secure your data. Obviously, there are a lot of other activities that you can utilize within the private AI. But when we talk about the key use cases of private AI within MapleLMS, imagine you have more than 10,000 learners in your LMS. And imagine if AI is um, here helping you out in creating the 10,000 learning paths. So this is one of the use case where AI can help you quickly creating the 10,000 learning paths because you have 10,000 learners. And this is how AI is going to help you. On top of it, another use case I will talk about. Imagine that your users, learners are doing several activities within your LMS. However, the AI can quickly keep tracking your learners and keep recommending the different courses on the basis of their hits or their interests throughout the LMS. And on top of it, if AI is helping those learners in summarizing their long or big courses in just a quick few minutes. But another use case I will also add on top of it, imagine the learners are going through the courses, and while going through the courses, they have certain things to identify in terms of the knowledge. They can quickly take the help of the AI in doing a self-assessment, and the AI can quickly have that self-assessment happen, and then they can take the feedbacks as well. So these are few use cases, but there are several other use cases when we talk about using the private AI where your data is within your area and you are not sharing those data out of your area. And you can set it up in if you'll be using in the public sector, obviously you will have a better data control. Use So that is the benefit with the MapleLMS private AI, that you will have the full control, you have the full compliance that you can set it up, you have the whole risk management that you can have it. And obviously, when you are talking about real-time analytics and actionable insights, you are talking within the gated area, within the gated society. So a quick overview about the private area. Um, Sarvesh, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Pramil. And with that, we're open to any questions that you might have. And over to you, Joe.
Thanks, Pramil and Sarvesh. Yeah, we'd like to welcome any questions you all may have, whether about just general learning and training questions in regards to MapleLMS or about implementation or compliance requirements. We'll leave the floor open to you, so please ask any questions. We'd be more than happy to answer them.
Great. Well, we can kick this off with a couple questions. First one in here, how does AI help the agencies to scale their workforce training more efficiently?
So, Lucy, what you are saying, I'm just repeating the question. So you're asking about how AI is going to help in the people uh, continuous education, you said?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Okay, so imagine your system is you have a person, admin, who's continuously seeing the learners doing the courses, and ultimately that learners course has been completed, but ultimately admin needs to keep having the eyes on all the 10,000 people to see the each learner's interests and enrolling those users once the course is completed, or once the user has shown the interest. Now, everything what you are thinking of, imagine that AI is here now, making sure not only seeing the learner's interest, but also making sure, depending upon the requirement of the courses or of the organization, AI is helping in continuing education and keep that learner entered into the course as soon the certificate getting expired. So AI is here not only just enrolling the courses, but even recommending the certain courses depending upon what skill gaps the learners is having, as well as what interest the learners has. So this is how the AI is going to help a lot here in the users or other admin areas.
Great. Thank you. We have another one as well of what benefits can government organizations see after adopting an AI-powered LMS?
I think the major challenges right now is the people are using a lot of AIs. And one of the major challenges that everyone is talking about the AI with everything. So they share each and every information publicly to the AI, feeling that, okay, they are just talking to the AI, but they are not saying that actually they have shared a lot of information of their personal data or of their users into the public AI. When I talk about Maple AI, obviously a private AI, it is a private AI, so it's within the gated. So whatever you are talking, whatever data getting exchanged, you have everything within your area, within that is within the private AI, right? So you are securing your data. You have the full control how to handle the complete the area with the compliances with the regulatories, so that you can define it. So you cannot allow even your learners that they should ask anything out of that area even. So this is how you can control. It's on top of it, MapleLMS has a lot of AI features coming in. Few of the features that I was talking about, some of the use cases, but there are several other features that we are coming up where AI coach could be, AI summarizer could be, that is solving on top of not only the learners, imagine the instructors quickly getting the courses created depending upon how the learner's interest is. Imagine how the admin's effort can be reduced from 80% to 30% because ultimately that effort has been reduced of admin because AI is doing a lot of administrative tasks. So this is where AI is helping in different ways with a lot of users engagement as well. Yes, Lucy.
We also have how quickly can an agency start using an AI-powered LMS?
I think uh, I didn't get the question again. Can you please say again the
Yeah.
question?
How quickly can an agency start using an AI-powered LMS?
I think people can start using the AI-powered LMS because AI is already within the LMS with a lot of features already launched. So the agents can start using it, the AI LMS with a lot of features. So once you are in within the LMS, you can start using it, and ultimately, depending upon as an admin, from the government organization, whoever the company admin, I'm sorry, the site admin of the LMS can allow which AI to be used by which users. That control we have given as well. So it is already within the LMS. You get implemented, get started with.
All right. We have how can an AI-powered LMS improve the employee learning experiences?
So how right now the current condition situation is that people are going to the LMS on the basis of they have predefined content, and they have lengthy content, uninteractive content. You have predefined assessment. Every time I'm coming, I'm seeing the same content, same type of assessment, even if I'm doing the recertification every year. Imagine if it's an AI who is engaging me in a different ways and make my learning more interesting. So if it's a lengthy, an AI coach comes in and helping me out, okay, Pramel, I can summarize you for this 1 hour course in just few minutes and giving you a quick in next 15 minutes what the actual course about it. And once you complete it, ask me, I will quickly give you some assessment. So AI is here working as a coach and summarizing the course to you, giving you assessment to you, tracking your behavior, and then recommending you new courses as per your interest. So in terms of learner engagement, that is not only the one part, but also on top of it, if learner gets stuck somewhere, they can keep taking the help of the AI assistant and keep taking the different objectives to be solved or different questions if they are having related to particular skills, or to identify which courses are which related, they can quickly take the help of the AI, and they will automatically see their learning path is quickly defined because that where the AI is sitting, they will see that whole learning path has been defined for them by the AI, and they can jump and they can get started. So this is how the engagement is going to be increased a lot as the AI is getting adapted. Yes, Lucy.
Like we have time for about one more. Sorry if you want to do one more, yes. What makes AI-powered LMS different from traditional LMS?
So traditional LMS has a particular duration. So it's a very similar to you have traditional concept of going to the school where you have time set it up, you have particular duration of that course being set it up, and there are particular curriculum within it that you should go within it. Now nobody knows whether how good you are in particular subjects or particular area, and but you need to go with it the way the questions are, the questions can be same for each and every people. That's how the traditional LMS is. When we are talking about the current LMS with the AI concept, it's very different. The journey of each person is going to be very different. I could be the good in particular course or a particular skill, but maybe Joe is lacking with certain skill. Obviously, Joe will be pushed to have more access, more better skills, more better way to go and get thorough done on particular skill. And accordingly, so it's a more personalized going to be for each users. So if you'll see in the traditional, it's not happening. But in the current, it is the new personalized concept where the AI is coming and helping it out. As I said earlier, the learning path concept is very different that is coming into the Maple with using the AI, because AI is helping you a lot in defining your new learning journey and creating a new learning path. And as you are moving ahead, your learning path is changing from one person to another person, and that is a very much personalized concept that is coming in. So things are very different, I would say. From obviously wherever I get stuck, I can quickly take and help from AI. So a lot of things I can do within the LMS that I was not able to do in the traditional LMS. A lot of things from the admin I can do right now. I was always having the dependencies when I was waiting for the content writers to come and get the course created. Now I can quickly create because I have the private AI with me, and I can quickly create the courses as my learners are demanding for. So it's a huge difference, and it's a really huge difference, Lucy. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, all of you.
So yeah, thank you everyone for the great questions and for your time today. We hope you found today's session insightful, and please feel free to reach out. You feel free to browse our website if you just want to do some exploring on your own, or if you'd like to set up a call, like maybe you have an active project now for like a learning management system, or maybe you just want to have a early stages exploratory call. Feel free to reach out to me. I have my email listed there. I'd be happy to schedule a meeting with you at your convenience. And again, we thank you all so much for your time, and look forward to reconnecting with you at a future date. And I'll now turn it back over to Lucy to close today's session out. And I just wanted to thank you all so much again. Over to you, Lucy.
Well, as Joe said, thank you all for joining us today, and a special thank you to all of our speakers as well for sharing their insights and expertise. If you have any additional questions or want any more information, please reach out to Joe or Christy. Christy's contact information is also displayed on the screen. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.